Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing? Airline Peanuts here. And in this episode, we're going to be taking a look at something that I'm noticing in a lot of our game film that we're doing and the opponents are doing, and it's going to keep us stuck at a low level. And if you're trying to improve, there's this one mistake I'm seeing, and it's killing our drives and our resets. So I'm going to have this game tape running in slow motion, and just so we can really dial into the paddle positioning. That's what we're going to be looking at here. So a lot of times, the paddle tip is pointing straight down, like vertically. And when the paddle is vertical, only two things can really happen, right? So you're either going to stab the ball into the net or you're going to pop it up, and it's just a complete gift for the other team. So let's take a look at this, and we'll see what I mean in some actual game footage. Okay, so couple bad examples. We're going to look at a couple bad examples, and we're going to look at a couple good examples. So here's a bad example. Terrible thing that I just kind of punched at it with a vertical position, paddle position that pops it straight up, and that guy just is able to just do whatever he wanted with that. He hit it at the corner. He could do anything he wanted. So here, kind of the opposite is going to happen. I'm going to send it over. He's going to get under it, and then I can just dunk it right between his legs. No problem, right? So easy. And that was why. That was why, because he played it with a vertical paddle position. And we see this a lot. I saw this all from one game. Here's another one. I hit it right under it. He kind of skewers it off. I think he mishit that, but Zach keeps it alive, and then he hits down. I'm able to just do the same thing with this vertical paddle position. I got it in, but it produced such a dead drop. There was no shape. There's no feel to it that he was able to just attack that so easy. Um, Anyone again should have been able to put that away, which he did, and that was why. So now here we're going to see kind of a good and a bad. So Zach has a nice little drive here, with a horizontal paddle, and then this guy tries to respond with the vertical paddle position, hits it, stabs that right into the net. So focus on this. This is my recommendation. Focus on this, and you will be able to hopefully improve. So I pulled all this from one game. All these mistakes is one game between us and them, and saw it over and over and over. It just really stood out to me. And a lot of mistakes at this level, but that just stood out. And so now we're gonna look in a little more to some good stuff. So here Zach has a nice drive back and deep, and so they kept trying to reset it with that paddle, and we hit down on it until eventually you put it at this guy's feet, and what's he going to do with it from there? Nothing. Not with the way he was moving. So that's what we want to look at here. We're going to look at a few more examples. Now here's me hitting a good one, right? Nice little drive, decent enough drive. He does an okay job, but it allows us to get to the kitchen where we can hopefully control the point a little better. The one guy starts backing up, so we're able to hit into that space until eventually he tries poor resets, gives us an easy dunk, right? Easy to put that away. It's just a matter then of hitting down on the ball if you can, and we were able to do that. So here again, Zach, nice drive, very nice drive. What's he do? Puts the guy's jock in the rafters, right? Because he hit it with that horizontal paddle, he's able to shape his shot and pinpoint the shot where he wanted to put it. And that guy played it like he never saw it before. There's nothing special to what Zach did. It was just a good shot, and it worked. Here's another one. Zach had a nice return. This guy put some topspin on it, but that's not really the point. Point is that the shot was good. Here, this guy makes a nice little reset. If you go back and look at that again, he had a nice little reset, and which allowed them to start crafting the point when we hit up on it. And then this guy eventually was able to just attack that with one of the few times he actually did hit it nicely with that paddle position, and he was able to put it away. But that all stemmed from the other guy's nice little soft drop that he had, little dink, I guess you would call it, with good footwork and good paddle position. So good on them. Good on them on that one. Here, Zach has a nice shot. That guy has a nice shot back. And then what? Zach has a decent shot. Now that's attackable, maybe, but it's questionable. But not when you do that. Not when you do that. So that's what you're what I would look at, and what I would focus on. in your games in the future. Hopefully this works out for you. Let me know what you think in the comments section, other things you would like to see in the future. If you have any questions or comments, we're all ears. And hopefully we'll talk to you later. There's another bad example, and we'll see you on the next one.